Hey, this is John, and I hope this video finds you well. It is a little after 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm here at Sandy Hook, which, if you've watched my videos, you know is one of my favorite spots in the morning during the summertime to do my running and my exercising. Today is a bit lousy of a day. It started raining, so I had to cut it short reading my book outside by the beach, and I'm doing it in my car. But that's a reason for shooting the video. I'm reading a really good book, which let me just pan and show you. The book is called Grit by Angela Duckworth. Really good book. The book tries to evaluate why certain people succeed and others fail, and more specifically, why certain people who may not have been the smartest person in school with the highest IQ, with the highest test scores, who may not have had natural talent, still succeed far better and stick with things far more than people who otherwise looked at as more talented and gifted. And they narrowed it down to one point called grit, and tried to evaluate why some people have it and others don't. And grit is basically the innate quality which forces somebody to have such conviction and passion for something over long periods of time to ultimately master it. And I find that very interesting. And I wanted to read you an excerpt of this book because I'm a parent. I have a 5-year-old daughter. I'm blessed to have a son on the way. And it talked a little bit about finding your passion and what a parent can do. So I wanted to read that to you real quick and then speak a few moments about it. So basically it says that just because you love something doesn't mean you'll be great at it. Most people stink at the things they love, and I couldn't agree more. Even in the development of your interests, there is a tremendous amount of work. Here I talk about practicing, studying, learning. All this must be done. Still, my point is that most people stink even more at what they don't love. So why not try finding and following something that you love? So, parents and parents-to-be, and even non-parents of all ages, I have an important message for you. Before hard work comes play. Before those who've yet to fix in on a passion and find a passion, before they're ready to spend hours a day diligently honing in their skills, they've got to goof around, triggering and re-triggering interests. Of course, developing an interest requires time, energy, and yes, some discipline and sacrifice. But at the earliest stage, even novices aren't obsessed with getting better. They're not even thinking years and years into the future. They don't know what their top level life-orienting goal will be. More than anything, they're having fun. And finally, in other words, even the most accomplished of experts start out as unserious beginners. I find this really great, and really I think the key message is we all have to figure out what it is we want in life. But the problem is we're not conditioned growing up in life to do that. What are we conditioned to do? We're conditioned and told most of the time by our parents, sometimes by our teachers, that you've got to go to school, you've got to follow the school curriculum. If you want to succeed in life, you're going to have to find a degree at a decent school, forgetting about the top schools. I mean, even if you get into Stanford, Harvard, Princeton, like that's really where the pinnacle is if you want to be talking to serious-minded business people. But that's not realistic to most people. So you got to go to school, you got to come out with a degree, you got to get a job, and then you got to get into a job, save money, and then maybe one day you'll be able to retire and have a nest egg. This day and age, I think that couldn't be furthest from the truth. And what's most important is being able to pause in life. I'm not saying travel and just try to spend money going around the world, but pause in life and really try to find what it is that you like. Experiment with different things. It's okay to start something and fail, but really have that goal of finding what it is that you like. And eventually, I believe, you'll hone in on that. And then you can wrap your efforts and your energy and set your goals around that. Because to you, it wouldn't be like you have a job. You're just waking up every day and doing your hobby. Look, I know this sounds strange, but let me tell you, I've been working for 20 years. 20 years. And over the last 3 years, I've averaged over 6 figures. And the first digit of that 6 figures is a 3. I'm not a multimillionaire, but I'm also not making chump change. And even after making all that money, I can tell you that doesn't solve all of your problems. If anything, it makes you a bit more stressed, because if you're doing something you're not extremely passionate about, unless you're making money each week on some passive income, you've got to show up every day, wake up, and put in the effort. And if you're not putting the effort on doing something that you love, you're really going to be in for a rude awakening. Trust me, from someone who's done that and is doing that. I can't imagine for the next 20 years just continuing on as an employee of a company. Sure, my salary will go up, but I really have strong goals in my life, and those goals are not going to fully be met by just continuing down this particular career path. I need to widen my eyes a little bit. I need to look around at things that could also help me financially, that could also help me personally, and this is simply the message that I want to impress upon you. So I hope this helped. I hope this resonated with you a little bit. Feel free to leave any comments if you agree or disagree, but I'd love to hear any feedback. Otherwise, until next time, I wish you guys well and have a great day.